In this video, I'm going to tell you the fastest and easiest ways for you to get a high ticket sales job where you are legitimately making $10,000 a month. So everything you need to know is going to be in this video. Now, you know that these jobs exist, but how to actually get one for yourself, that's maybe where you're not sure what to do. So there are three main ways to get one of these jobs, and we're going to chop each one of those up. Before we get into that, if you want to make 10K plus a month in high ticket sales, to be clear, you're going to do that by being a closer. You can get to 10K a month as an appointment setter, but that is much more rare and it's not reliable long term. So you are looking for closer jobs. But if you have zero experience and you don't want to start as a closer, then you can start with setting and leverage that into a closer job a short time later. So why do I recommend this? Appointment setter jobs can usually be gotten much faster and easier than a closer job. And within just a few months of you working your ass off as a setter, you can leverage that into getting a closer job with the same business or another one, a better one. So it's easy to get started as a setter, and just getting that experience makes it much easier to find a good closer job just a short time later because you have a little bit of high ticket experience. Many people that I see who come into this that fail, it's because they do not stick with the outreach / application process long enough to find a good closer job. Or they land a mediocre closer job where they don't really make any money and then they just give up immediately because the first job didn't turn out great. This is what most people do. The two things that I just said. They get a job, it won't play out like Fantasyland where they make $10,000 in the first week and then they quit when they realize you may have to try for another job or you may have to work hard at this for 6 months. People do not work hard at this long enough to hit 10K. They quit too soon. That is the punchline. If they stuck with it, they would get there like everybody else that does. But if this same type of person had come in and started with setting, they would have gotten a little bit of success much quicker, which would have helped them to keep going, and they would have gone on to get a good closer job and made the money that they originally wanted to make. So this is one option is what I'm saying. You could start as a setter. The point is that this is right here for you, but since it's not common amongst people that you know, you're likely to give up before you see success. That is what I have found from all the people I've worked with. Whereas if you want to be a doctor and you're sitting in a medical school with a ton of other aspiring doctors, and everybody knows doctors are real, so when things get hard, you're not going to give up because you know that this is a real thing. So setting is going to help you get past this obstacle because it's going to get your foot in the door easier and it's going to get you some early success, which is crucial to keep going. As a wide range, you will make 4 to 8K a month in a setter job. Any good business that you set for, and you should be making at least 5K a month setting for them. If you get a setter job and you work hard, there is no reason that after 6 months, you would not have a serious advantage to finding a good closer role. That is a reasonable time frame. Many times you can do it much faster. Second, how to get one of these jobs is going to be outreach and applying. The outreach process is constantly changing and I'm constantly iterating on the best way to do that. Instagram is still the best, most direct way to get directly in contact with online business owners because every single one of them uses it. They all post content. You can clearly see in their Instagram bio if they are a high ticket business or not, and you can get directly in front of their face with a message, a voice note, a video, whatever. Yes, there are tons of people messaging them, but most of those messages are terrible and they're written by 16-year-olds or people from India or people who may have brain damage and cannot write complete sentences. So when people imagine there's so much competition, so many people are messaging these businesses, they are imagining a ton of competent, professional, driven people are all sending them messages, and that is not reality. Maybe 1 out of every 150 messages a business owner gets is from someone like that. So it's incredibly easy to stand out. And I know that because I do this every day and I've done it for years. I've seen the inside of more businesses' inboxes than I can count. And I personally have gotten in contact with some of the highest level entrepreneurs and business owners through Instagram, all because I sent a really good message or video message. And on this channel, I have a full guide on outreach. It's called How I Make 10K a Month Annoying People on Social Media. So go watch that. It's just too much to break down in this video. But if you combine outreach and you do that every day for an extended period of time, it is inevitable that you will land in a good opportunity that allows you to make lots of money. It is written in stone. You could carve that shit in the 10 Commandments. It is as sure as the sun will rise tomorrow. It just may not be your first one. So what? Just try again. Now, if you come to me and you say that you did outreach and it didn't work for you, it is for only 3 reasons. One, your profile is dog shit. Your profile picture is shit. Your account is faceless, which is insane that people still have faceless social media accounts. You look like a creep. You look like a weirdo. There's no exceptions to this. If you do not have your face as your profile picture, it's a faceless account, and it's not you, that's weird. That is creepy. Or they just have no life pics on there. So they don't post pictures of themselves doing things. This is, again, creepy and weird. It's just a blank account. How do you think a business owner would want to interview you, much less hire you, when they can't even see the face of the person that is messaging them? You know? Second reason, you aren't sending good messages. That is why. And that is not hard to do. You don't need to be some kind of scholar or extremely smart person to send good messages. You just need to put more effort into it. Or the third reason, and this is the most common reason, is you just have not done it for a long enough daily time period. You have not done it consistently long enough. These are the only reasons, no exceptions. And all 3 of these reasons are fixable. If you want a 10K a month closer job and you do outreach every single day, you will succeed as long as you keep doing it. And I know that because I've been doing this for years with many, many different people. The people who stick with it consistently succeed. The ones that don't, who are inconsistent, they fail. There's no exceptions to this. Now, while we're talking about outreach, another platform that's gotten legitimate lately is LinkedIn. And I've talked about this in other videos. More online business owners are using it these days. Now, it does have a message limit, but there are some workarounds to that. And honestly, you don't even need a large volume of messages to get in touch with business owners on LinkedIn. And the reason for this is most people are not messaging them there. That is a huge advantage. So if your profile looks good on LinkedIn and you reach out to them, you're highly likely for them to see it and respond because there's just no one is messaging them on LinkedIn. So they are highly likely to respond. Now, applying to jobs that are posted online, this could be anywhere. Job boards, LinkedIn, X, or Twitter, all these places you will see people post a job application or just post on their account, hey, I'm looking for a closer, I need a setter, things like this. Facebook, I would say, is not worth your time these days, but you can still find good jobs there. They're just going to be mixed in with 10 times more scammy jobs, and you're going to have to sift through that. So job boards, what I would do is I would make a quick perusal of these each day for like 10 minutes in the morning. Search high ticket closer, appointment setter, apply to the few that you see, and then just move on. Spend some time on all the social media platforms and search for posts. Need a closer, high ticket closer, etc. When you see these, respond. You want to apply immediately. You want to be on this as fast as possible. Speed is king. And I can tell you from tons of experience that doing outreach and applying consistently works. I do this with people all the time, but most people do it half-assed and they don't even really try. And then they wonder why they fail or they're not getting results. And this is most people in their lives. They don't try hard at anything and they want to put in the least amount of work necessary because trying hard isn't cool, right? And then when they don't get results, they blame the thing. Instead of looking in the mirror and realizing, oh, it's me, I'm the problem. I didn't do enough. If you really want to get a 10K a month high ticket sales job, there is plenty of opportunity out here for you. You just have to put in the effort. And if you really want one, you will do the work necessary to make it happen. It will happen if you just keep trying. This is not even that hard. I feel like I'm having to motivate people to climb Mount Everest or some shit. We're just talking about sending messages and punching buttons every day. And people can't even do that. Third way for you to get a job is to join a program or a community. And this is your fastest way to success. If you join a program, you are getting one-on-one help from someone that knows what they are doing and can tell you exactly what to do every step of the way. Anytime you need help or you hit an obstacle, you have someone to go to that can help you with that specific problem and tell you exactly what you need to do. you have accountability in these programs, which is the most important thing that I've seen for most people to succeed. So when you are uncertain, there's someone there to keep you on track. You also get your hand held throughout the interview process, which is the most underrated part of joining a program. So guys that come into my program, I will tell you exactly what to say and what to ask on every interview, and also help you evaluate those jobs and those businesses so that you know you're getting into a good opportunity or not. In a program like mine, you're going to get a detailed plan and step-by-step on how to do outreach better than anyone else. And you will also get access to job opportunities that you're just not going to get on your own. Joining a program is going to be the fastest, most efficient way for you to get one of these good jobs. And like I said, it makes the applying process and outreach process way easier for you, because you're being told exactly what to do. Programs, as a summary, are going to guide you through the outreach process, the interview process, and give you access to jobs you would not have seen or gotten access to before. And a side note, even if you don't really like it, outreach and applying should always be a part of your strategy to get a high-ticket sales job, no matter how much experience you have. Because that's what a hungry person would do. That's what a hungry, driven person who actually ends up making $30K a month as a closer consistently would do. He doesn't go, oh, well, I've got some experience. I joined this community and they've got a hiring channel. I'll just sit back and let the jobs come to me. How can I do the least amount of work? Let me figure that out. These are the things an average person does. The hungry person, he's always doing the most that he can to get what he wants as fast as possible. And that includes doing some things he doesn't really want to do. If you truly want to succeed and get money and change your life, you are willing to do whatever it takes. And that definitely includes daily outreach. If you're not willing to do that, then I would say that you're probably not very serious about this. And this is an important lesson, one that I had to learn years ago, is I used to see other people succeed by doing like way less. And I would think, well, this guy got this goal, or he got all this money and he barely had to do shit. Why can't I get it that easily? Or I should be able to get it with less work too. And this is a pointless way of thinking, because it's not currently happening to you. It wasn't currently happening to me. If it takes more work for you to succeed or get something than it does someone else, then that's what it takes. Everyone's path is going to be different, and comparing yourself to other people is pointless, so you can either complain about it or just do it. Whatever it takes for you to succeed is whatever it takes. That's just reality. Life is not fair. You have to do the inputs until you get the outputs. There's no other way. And I think this is one reason people are always looking for the easiest, fastest way to make money, right? Because it's some kind of ego hit if they have to do more work to get the same thing than someone else did. And I mean, I understand this, but at the end of the day, all that matters is getting the result. However you end up getting there. So mentally analyzing all this other shit is pointless. Just get to work. Also, the communities that are based solely around hiring channels and they have you do zero outreach or applying, I'm skeptical of those, because it's incentivizing you to be lazy. So those are red flags to me. So just something to be aware of. They're basically saying like, hey, join my program or community. We have a hiring channel and you just need to go there and we will serve everything up to you on a plate while you do nothing, you do no work. Does that sound like reality? Doesn't to me. So these are the 3 best ways for you to get a high ticket closer sales job and see that legitimate 10K plus a month coming into your bank account all the time. If you combine all of these, it is inevitable that you will succeed. That's the end of the video. If you want my help getting a closer job or a setter job, go to the links in the description. Until next time.